Hello, what's going on, Pisces? How are you? Welcome to the House of Luminance and to your love message for April of 2024. Let's go ahead and get right on into the energies. I'm not going to hold you too long. Let's see what the energies have for you for Pisces and love and romance. Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, even the crosswatcher here for Pisces. These energies are intended for April of 2024. Let's go ahead and take a look at the energies. All right. What's going on for you, Pisces? Okay, so we have hidden feelings coming out as your central energies. And then under the deck, we have the future. Okay, so I'm looking at hidden feelings and then I'm looking at the future. Okay, and what's coming out for me the strongest right now, Pisces, rather. Okay, so I definitely feel like some of you can already be in a situation with someone, or you're looking forward to possibly developing a situation deeper with someone that you believe that you can see yourself being with in the future. Now, the caveat with this, though, is that I definitely feel as though either you or the person that you're dealing with, they possibly can have hidden feelings, okay? So this could be something showing up like they're a secret admirer. All right. So, like, there's someone that you find yourself very infatuated with, and you just have not expressed yourself in that way yet. It can be somebody that you know. I don't feel like it's somebody that you're just looking at from afar. I definitely feel like it's someone that you know, but you have not really expressed your feelings yet to this person. However, you can see yourself with this person. Now, this can be like, this energy can be reciprocated, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be unrequited. It can definitely be reciprocated. This person can be feeling the same way about you, except they just have not expressed it yet either. So the energies definitely do feel very matched in that way, kind of Two of Cups in a way. But I like this energy nonetheless, okay? Because this does suggest that there's someone that you're matched with, that you're going to be able to have a future with, okay? You just kind of have to speak up. This hidden feelings or this masked type energy, I definitely feel like it doesn't feel negative, but I do kind of have to speak to the side of, you know, someone's true feelings being masked doesn't necessarily mean that you're not communicating your feelings of like for someone. This could be where you're in a situation with someone already, and it could be where you just aren't quite seeing the future that you think that they are seeing, and so you haven't expressed that yet. Either way, there is a need to express what someone is feeling, and I think that that's going to come to a head soon this month. All right. But it does feel more positive than negative. I did just have to mention it though. So let's go ahead and get some clarification on this energy for you, Pisces. All right, Pisces, let's get one more shuffle. And as I do this last shuffle, you guys just understand this message. If it wasn't for you, then that's okay. Maybe the next one will be. If it is for you, or if you relate to it in any way, then go ahead and let me know in the comment box below. And if you're down there, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe as well. All right, so let's get into it. Okay, we have the Three of Cups. Okay. Three of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacle. And then we have the Devil card. Okay. And then under the deck now, we have the Page of Pentacle. All right, Pisces, let me tell you what I feel. It definitely feels like this is totally someone you know. I definitely, like I said before, it feels like it's someone you know. It feels like someone that you have celebrated good times with before. This could feel like a friend or maybe a family friend. They don't necessarily have to be like a very close associate, but maybe it feels like maybe they're a friend of a friend. Okay. And And that would, okay, yeah, Spirit, thank you for showing me that, because what's happening here is they're a friend of a friend, and it's telling me that that's part of the reason kind of why you have to mask your true feelings, is because you don't want your friend, who you don't want y'all's mutual friend, to feel some sort of way, right? Maybe you don't want to turn the the party into, you know, a third wheel type of situation. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's something that maybe you're thinking about, or maybe that's something that the other person is thinking about as far as if they want to approach you. They kind of have to keep their feelings masked. And I think that they spend a lot of time with you and the other person because that's probably the only time they really get to see you. It's because they really, not saying that they don't want to see their other friend, right? But it's like they use seeing the other friend as an excuse to also be around you, because they know that you're going to be around as well. And I think that what happens is that you relieve a lot of pressure for them. Like, you're a light energy for them, Pisces. You take them out of like depression. Okay. Anytime that they're thinking, anytime that they're, I was going to say thinking about being depressed, but that's kind of funny. Anyways, anytime that they are feeling depressed, or they're having these, you know, these really deep and dark types of thoughts, right? Anytime that they're feeling that way, it feels like you're a light for them to help pull them out, which is kind of, it also plays into this hidden feelings, because of course you don't know that. This Page of Pentacle energy right here is interesting to me because I think that you do want to step forward and move into the direction with this person. You're beginning to maybe build the confidence in yourself to move forward and like actually speak up and offer something to this other person. But I don't think that you're there yet. It could happen at some point in April. It may happen later in May. But I think in this moment, you're kind of starting to get those feelings kind of bubble up in you of like, okay, yeah, I think I want to move in this direction. I see value here. I want to take it this way. Okay. And you've thought about it. You've weighed the options. Okay. Well, is our mutual friend being upset about it gonna really stop me from doing what it is that I want to do? Because if they're really my friend, then they'll be happy, you know? And so that's all that is. So let's go ahead and clarify even more and see what more information we can figure out about what's going on here, Pisces. And this doesn't feel negative at all. It really doesn't feel negative, but there are just like a lot of sticky feelings to navigate, because it's like you don't want to hurt a mutual friend's feelings by getting with someone that they introduced you to. But the only way I could see that happening is if they had feelings for this person as well. And I mean, that could be the case also. But if they didn't communicate that to you, then how would you know? So you have to take that into consideration as well. If they didn't communicate that they had feelings for this person, then how would you know? All right, so we have the Six of Wands. I'm sorry, the Six of Swords, excuse me. The Lovers. The Emperor. Oh, and then the Page of Swords. Okay, and then under the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. All right, so Pisces, you do have a choice. You really do have a choice to make. And it's not one of like choosing your friend over a new person. It's not like that. However, it is a choice of, are you going to allow, um, are you going to allow what someone else thinks and feels? Like, are you going to allow that to stop you from moving forward with someone that you think could be a good fit for you? And that's what this comes into play here with the Seven of Cups. I think that with the Seven of Cups here, when it comes to your emotions can be a bit clouded, only just because you are maybe looking at the situation with extremely rose-colored lenses, if you understand what I mean. So it's like you're kind of looking at the situation from the perspective of like having really strong feelings and desires for something to work out. And it definitely can work out. But is that going to cost you a friendship? It could, but I don't think that it should, especially if the friend that you're dealing with is mature. Um, and again, it doesn't feel like they necessarily communicated to you what their feelings were towards this individual as well. Nor does it feel like they communicated to the other person how they felt. And now that you and this other person are having now a connection, so if they are feeling upset, they can only feel upset with themselves, and they should not feel upset with you. Okay. And so I just say all that to say, because with the Six of Swords, it's like you're kind of in choppy waters and you're moving towards calmer waters. And the calmer waters is just realizing the fact that, you know what, we're all friends. So it really shouldn't affect anything. I mean, even though it's just a sensitive topic, and it definitely can. Listen, Pisces, though, I think though that this mutual friend maybe knows a little bit more than maybe you actually let on and tell them. Okay. So I think they are starting to pick up on things. They are starting to see certain things. As far as the connection between you and this other mutual person that y'all know, they're starting to realize some things. Yeah. Yeah, this Emperor card here, right here in this position, just kind of gives me the impression that, you know, you're going to do what it is that you want to do anyway. You know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily feel like this friend. It doesn't feel like the relationship between y'all was that deep anyway, to where even if y'all did fall out because of this person, like it would matter. Um, yeah. I mean, it sounds kind of cold. It sounds kind of cold hearted, but it doesn't really have to be. It's the maturity level of everybody that's involved that will make it feel that way. But all of this boils down to the fact that it feels like there's hidden feelings on all parties. Nobody's really communicated to anyone where their feelings lie. Getting to know each other, express your love. Okay, so getting to know each other, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, the bond deepens, which is what we've been talking about. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So this is definitely a push from spirit to let you know that, you know, hey, this really is something here. Okay, there is something that can really evolve from this situation. You just need to communicate and express it. I definitely feel like you and this person have the type of connection that would allow for great communication, even like playful flirting. Maybe you guys are kind of like, you give like each other like very extended long gazes whenever you're around each other, as an alternative to being able to really express in front of your other friend how y'all are feeling towards each other. It's like you guys kind of, instead of being able to embrace and touch each other, it's like you just have extended looks with one another, up until now. But I think that it's okay. I think that it's okay to start expressing yourself more so, more affectionately than you have been, because the bond between you really is deeper. I do feel like maybe when you guys aren't around, I think you guys probably talk on the phone a lot. Like when y'all are in person with each other, it's always because, oh, it's me, you, and then it's our mutual friend. But in private, like on the phone or in text messages, you know, I think that it's just when it's just y'all two, I think that y'all do talk about things and actually have a great connection, and developing that, knowledge towards one another, which is definitely what the Page of Swords is all about, is just getting to know the person that you're dealing with, asking questions, inquiring. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave the message there, Pisces. But let me know what's going on in the comment box below, you guys. This was quite a positive message. I mean, it could get sticky, but it doesn't feel negative. So if this wasn't your message, then okay, that's fine. Hopefully the next one will be. And with that being said, Pisces, take care. Bye.